Ooh, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Pain because everybody shall know Pain, and we have the brand new Vanguard Naruto and Sasuke, but it's the Boruto version of both of them. So let's break these guys down, talent and skill. So first off, with the talent, percentage increase of super agility, HP, and power, increase of 86% speed, 7% damage rate, and 60% avoid injury rate. When the ninja is on the field, it increases the speed of all of the allies by 110%, 40% HP, and 30% attack. Reduce enemies' attack by 30%. One attack, it will attach a bond state to itself and a unit with the lowest HP for 2 rounds. Bond status increase the avoid injury rate, CC resistance, block rate by 35%, can break the upper limit. Born to ignore the enemy's 55% control probability and 150% reflect damage, immune to confinement, blind, and death seed. Now, a pretty unique talent, and I actually like it overall. So let's check it out. Speed increase, pretty standard. Well, I would say pretty standard, 110%. Excellent to have. HP, you gotta have that. I hate when Vanguards don't do that. Because I like to have my team just stack up all the HP and defense, and the attack increase. Gotta have that. If it's not that, well, for me, I always like attack, but both of them damage rate and attack kind of works the same anyway. So 30% attack, hey, thumbs up for me. Then reduce enemies attack. You definitely need that for PvE. Struggling because they do so much damage. Because so you need to be able to weaken their. You need to be able to make them do less damage to you, but also take more damage. So any way you can kind of weaken their defenses or lower their defenses will help. But then you have the unique thing is that bond state, the bond state with the avoid injury rate, CC resistance, and block rate. Now the avoid injury rate, yes, it doesn't give up. Actually, it might be no. Well, it doesn't even say the percentage. It just says increase because that 35% is only for the block rate, unless they might do it where it's 35% for all three. But it does. But just in the translation, it doesn't. Um, that wouldn't be the case. It'll increase by some amount if they end up adding it in later or whatever. But both of those avoid injury and the CC resistance is pretty cool. But lowest HP, it makes sense because the particular ninja who is low on HP is going to die, and so you need them to be able to at least last a little bit longer. So I mean, I can't be mad at that because I feel like if you have it on the highest HP ninja, it's kind of like okay, it'll keep them alive, but I want to make sure that all my guys survive as long as possible. So I like that uniqueness. But then the block rate for 35%. I mean, the thing is, you could give them the actually no, because the S block gear was to Senju wouldn't really do him any good because he doesn't have S block. He just have it where the 35% can break the limit. So if he's at 90%, he'll be at 125%, which would be that 35% over the limit to be able to trigger the block at a higher percentage. So I mean I like that. You know what I'm saying? Because definitely it'll just give him an opportunity or give him the chance to live in battle. 55%, actually 55% is a little bit higher. I think Jugo sits at, I want to say 40 or 45. I want to say 40 or 45%. So that 55 is actually pretty good. So I like that they're slowly increasing that. Reflect damage. Not much ninjas have that, but I feel like when they give a ninja immune to reflect damage, there's gonna be another new ninja that's gonna come out that's going to hit you with reflect damage. So it's kind of like, yeah. But you do need that for PvE, at least for one stage in Saints Row, so that's good to have. Um, I guess the immunes are okay. Death Seed, you don't really see much of that. Blind, I feel like you see that a little bit more in confinement. I don't know who does it, but I feel like not many ninjas can even do that. So the immunes are okay. So overall talent, I like it. Now their skill is different because they have a normal attack and the normal skill. So for the first one, attack all enemies with a coefficient of 330%. Ally support will enter a free control state for 2 rounds. 100% chance applied random 2 target death seed and 25% probability against the other one. clear the enemy's all buffs, and puts the enemy Vanguard into a forbidden state for 2 rounds. Increase own speed by 50% and 30% Fury Shield for 2 rounds. Increase own Fury by 50. So this is the other way. If you happen to get your Fury taken away from you, he can skill, and this is what happens. Which with those normal tests, you don't really see them as much. But when you have ninjas that are not immune to Fury reduction in PvP, you kind of need ninjas that can do this, so they can at least hold their own. You feel me? But I like the control. I mean, I like the control state. I wish it for everybody. I wish it was for everybody, but hey, it's still good to have. So you know that the next round your supports won't be CC'd. The Death Seed, that makes sense. Because the talent. Because since Naruto Sasuke is immune to Death Seed, they don't have to worry about getting hit with those Death Seeds. So 100% chance the two of them get hit with Death Seed, and then a 25% on the other one, which I guess there's a third person that can get hit by Death Seed. So hey, I mean, that'd be pretty interesting to have. Just, again, depending on who's immune to Death Seed, at the same time, if you can kind of increase that percentage. But again, you won't see much of that unless you get your Fury taken. But it's gonna be good to have it, maybe depending on who's immune to it. Clear enemies buffs. I like that. Forbidden State. This is CC. Which that might be actually confinement, or it might just. I mean, obviously, it says right up Forbidden State, so I mean, it could be also just a. It also could mean confinement, but I think it's obviously not. Increase own speed by 50%. That's good to have. Fury Shield take less damage, even though it's 30%. Gotta have that. So, looking at the normal skill, it gravitates more on the PvP side with some. I mean, it's a little PvE, I guess, with the Fury Shield, but everything else is more so PvP. And then, lastly, the actual skill. Attack all enemies with 330% and has a 70% chance to deal an extra 50% penetration damage to all enemies. Dispel the all debuffs. Restore all allies' HP coefficient to 150%. Reduce the enemy speed by 20%. Avoid injury by 40% for 2 rounds. Increase the A rate and defense by 30% for 2 rounds. Restore on fury by 50 and 30 for others. Now, I do low key like the skill. The penetration damage, definitely gonna need that in PvE. You know what I'm saying? Um, it's a high percentage. I wonder if you can increase it, but but you can't because it's not like a CC, so it's just straight 70%. With to be able to do 50% more damage on top of what you're already doing. So I like that. Dispelling debuffs, cleansing on the Vanguard, I like that. Healing, definitely need that because you can combine that with passive healing from you got Shion, you got Pain. Um, that'd be some damage. You know what I'm saying? So you got someone who's healing, cleansing, and then if you hit at least one of those two in the back, you're gonna live. But again, even if you had a team like that that could it can constantly keep you alive with the healing, the team has to be able to synergize together. So that would be cool to have, but it just kind of like it has to work out perfectly. Reduce enemy speed 20%. I like that. Avoid injury rates, reducing like that. A rate defense, I take that. I used to always say, hey, A rate, I don't like that too much, but hey, A rate is crazy. You do definitely need it when it comes to PvP. You need it. You need it. I mean, right now I got mine's. Three of my guys are at 50%. So I definitely want to get to 90%. I don't know. I think it caps at 90%, or it might go higher. I don't know for sure. But A rate, that can come and save your behind in a lot of fights. But yeah, that is really pretty much it. Um, Let me at least scroll down a little bit with the growths right here. Force sitting at 38,000. Agility 35,000. 35.0. The Force 38.0. The Chakra 27,000, 27.0. and then the power at 450,045.0. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Overall opinion, it's just kind of like if I it's more again as I say, you have to be able to make sure that the team synergize and to see how it works with your current team. So this ninja overall is pretty decent. Low key can have its problems in PvP, but they have to be able to work well with everybody else. Because as you say, like just because this one ninja is good, not going to necessarily allow you to win many fights. Everybody has to work together. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll catch you guys later. Deuces.